Every DBZ fan knows about the Cell Games Saga. You know, the saga in which Gohan became the strongest character, and the saga in which Goku died again. The Cell Games Saga takes place after the Perfect Cell Saga, with Cell setting up a martial arts tournament to see who could challenge his perfect form. And the tournament proved to be memorable, thanks to an iconic transformation and some emotional deaths. I'm your boy Joshua Freeman, and today I'm going to break down everything good about the Cell Games Saga. The first good thing about the Cell Games Saga is the character development for multiple characters throughout the saga, from Gohan to Goku to Vegeta. Goku's character development during the Cell Games Saga is quite nuanced and shows significant growth, especially when compared to his earlier, more impulsive nature. And it starts with a strategic shift. During the saga, Goku demonstrates a level of strategic thinking that we hadn't seen much of before. During the Saiyan saga, it was actually Piccolo's planning that helped get Gohan back from Raditz. And during the Frieza saga, Goku didn't have a substantial plan to beat Frieza until he turned Super Saiyan. But in the Cell Games Saga, instead of rushing into battle with Cell recklessly, he focuses on the training that him and Gohan completed.
Then how come you look so calm, Goku? Did you discover some great new secret in the hyperbolic time chamber?
Actually, yes.
It puts Gohan in a position to succeed during the battle. From fighting first and letting Gohan see how Cell fights.
Yes, I was wondering why you fought Cell first. You went first because you wanted Gohan to see how Cell fought, didn't you?
Is that true, Goku?
To making sure Cell puts Gohan in a position where he puts his back up against the wall, forcing him to release his true power.
Playtime is over, children. You can kill them now.
No!
And this not only shows Goku's wisdom, but also highlights the sharp contrast to his usual tendency to take on major threats himself. And Goku's passing of the torch is another big part of his character development during the saga. This shift marks a big evolution in Goku's character, as he realizes that it's time for the next generation to step up. And this moment also speaks to his role as a father, which is believing in Gohan's hidden potential even more than Gohan believed in it himself.
He wants me to fight? But what can I do? I mean, if my dad can't beat Cell, how can I? It's impossible!
This is why Goku's character development is so good. It shows his wisdom and willingness to step out of the spotlight and entrust the fate of the Earth to someone else, which adds complexity to his development during the Cell Game Saga, making it a powerful and well-received narrative shift, while also adding depth to Goku's role as a mentor. Gohan's character development during the Cell Game Saga is another good thing about the saga. Gohan's character development is powerful and emotionally charged because it serves as a culmination of years of build-up, showcasing Gohan's growth from a shy, passive boy into a full-fledged warrior. A key part of Gohan's character is his desire for peace and avoidance of violence. Unlike his father Goku, who loves to fight for the challenge of it, Gohan is inherently gentle and prefers not to engage in a battle unless it's absolutely necessary. During the Cell Game Saga, his pacifism becomes a conflict. He hesitates to go all out against Cell, believing there must be a way to end things without killing. And this internal struggle adds depth to his character as he wrestles with his own beliefs versus the need to protect those he loves. Gohan's transformation into Super Saiyan 2 is another part of his character development during the saga. His transformation is more than just a power boost. It's the physical manifestation of his emotional and psychological breakthrough.
I can't do that! I won't watch anymore! I feel it slipping!
The rage that he experiences after seeing Android 16 die and his friends suffer at the hands of the Cell Juniors finally pushes him to break through his limits. And this moment is so impactful because of the release of years of pent-up potential and frustration.
And I won't watch this anymore!
And this is why Gohan's character development during the Cell Game Saga is good. The well-executed transformation from a reluctant, peaceful child into the powerful warrior who ultimately defeats Cell is deeply emotional and satisfying. It balances his gentle nature with the harsh realities of the world he lives in, creating a more layered and complex character who is both relatable and admirable. This saga solidifies Gohan as a fan favorite, and his Super Saiyan 2 transformation is still one of the most iconic moments in anime history. Vegeta also goes through character development during the Cell Game Saga. After being humbled by Cell's perfect form, and he was forced to watch not only Goku surpass him in power, but also his son Gohan as well, Vegeta is in disbelief throughout most of the saga because of the events, but his character development grows towards the end of the saga when Trunks is killed by Cell. And the reason being is, this is the first moment in the series in which Vegeta showed that he cared for Trunks. Knowing he's not strong enough to face Cell, he still attacks Cell out of rage due to what he did to Trunks. And in the moment of Trunks' death, we see Vegeta's raw, unfiltered grief and rage, and it's a rare moment of vulnerability for Vegeta.
How could I let this happen to my son? He has sacrificed everything for me, and I have done nothing but ignore him.
Which makes Trunks' death hit even harder emotionally for the audience, and also does well for Vegeta's character development. This is why Vegeta's character development throughout the Cell Game Saga is so good. And speaking of emotional moments, this goes into the next good thing about the Cell Game Saga. The emotional moments of both Trunks dying and Goku's sacrifice are some of the most memorable and impactful moments in Dragon Ball Z. Each moment carries deep emotional weight for different reasons, and contributes to the intensity of the saga. The emotional moment of Trunks dying is good because of how unexpected and brutal it is. How future Trunks dies by a sneak attack from Cell emphasizes not only the brutality of the situation, but also the situation becoming even more serious due to everyone thinking Cell was dead due to Goku's sacrifice. And speaking of Goku's sacrifice, this is the other good thing about the Cell Game Saga. The moment is deeply emotional because of how calmly Goku accepts his fate. He doesn't hesitate or panic. He simply smiles and says goodbye to his friends, fully aware that this is the final act to save Earth. And the emotional weight of Goku's sacrifice is heightened by his relationship with Gohan. Gohan had been struggling with self-doubt throughout the Cell Game Saga, and Goku's faith in him helped him transform. And with Goku sacrificing himself seemingly because Gohan failed to finish Cell off,
Gohan! You've got to take Cell down now before he can regenerate!
Take him down now? No, I think I'll wait.
Gohan puts the blame on himself, causing him to deal with guilt and grief, all while trying to defeat Cell, which adds to the emotional depth of the moment. And this is why the emotional moments of the Cell Game Saga are good. So there you guys have it. That's everything good about the Cell Game Saga. If you guys enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like, and also let me know which video you want to see next. But until then, this is Joshua Freeman. This has been Joshua vs. Anime. I'm going to see you guys in the next match.